In public-private partnerships, or PPPs, governments and private companies invest in projects together. In these partnerships, the private actor will typically take on roles traditionally held by the government, like planning, financing, or operating and maintaining a bridge or water treatment facility. PPPs are increasingly used in climate-related infrastructure development, such as public transportation and renewable energy.
Public-private partnership projects that are very suitable for climate sustainability are in general related to a bunch of sectors, particularly renewable energy, water and sanitation. But they can also be in the transportation area as well, by gaining efficiencies and long-term maintenance of these projects.
Under the right circumstances, these partnerships can bring capacity to both sectors and allow for shared financing and risks.
Some projects are better suited than others because of their nature and their sectors. We can see how Latin America and the Caribbean have expanded its renewable base in solar, in wind, mainly by the private sector participation.
So I'll give an example for this since I mentioned e-mobility. In Colombia and Kenya in particular, where we have multiple private sector partners that are coming up with e-mobility solutions that range from two-wheelers like bikes and motorbikes to three-wheelers like tuk-tuks, all the way up to buses. Higher transaction cost is the cost of doing business and building up the business and building up the climate entrepreneurs out there in these countries. And that's where the public sector can come in and help finance to bring them up to the level of investability. The risks for the private sector are typically around, will the government default? Will the government stop allowing certain subsidies? Will they stop being able to pay or change their policy to pay for the services that are being provided? For the public sector, the risk can be around the success or failure of the project. Does the private sector partners, do they have the right design, the right model to work both on that for-profit side and the community side?
Public-private partnerships are long-term contracts. The adequate involvement of the private sector and the impact communities and the beneficiaries of those projects is key for the sustainability in the long run. We have seen many good projects that have not been able to come to fruition because of lack of participation of different communities, different stakeholders.
The combined public-private approach is so important to say, okay, this is a problem that government is better equipped to tackle, whereas this is a problem that the private sector is better equipped to tackle. And the only way you come to those solutions is by bringing people together and talking it through and working it through.